Well, I think it's no surprise that I've been a little bit vocal on some of my personal creative disagreements with the decisions behind Gotham Knights, just in terms of what they have been showing. I think especially, probably the most negative I was with the Nightwing trailer, but when it comes to Batgirl here, this was always a character I hoped would kind of be more tight in terms of gameplay and design, especially because Batgirl is probably the closest in concept in terms of what they're going for to Batman, and they have tackled Batman before from this studio. And I did want to say that for the most part, the trailer that they showed off didn't disappoint me. Now, one thing that does worry me a little bit is it just doesn't seem like a lot of people are following this game right now, in terms of just the trailer itself. Like, it got less than 10,000 views in the first, 8 or 9 hours it was up on the Gotham Knights YouTube channel. Not that that makes the gameplay bad or anything, but I'm kind of wondering if a lot of people are just not paying attention to the promotions of this game. But I will say that in terms of that, it does look like the team took some of the feedback seriously, especially from the Nightwing trailer, because I don't know if you guys remember this, but the Nightwing trailer had some issues, especially with its animations. Now, it was direct gameplay shown to us, but there were a lot of animations just kind of not connecting. And, we did have some issues with this back in Arkham, but it was kind of looking more like Arkham City levels of when you punch a guy and pinball across the room, and it's not going to exactly make perfect content in the slow-mo cam, except that was happening all the time with Nightwing. The thing with Batgirl is I haven't really seen nearly as much of that. The animations do look a lot more tight. It actually looks like what you're doing is happening. And again, this isn't direct gameplay in terms of us watching someone play it on a live feed, nor is it us watching it from the exact angle of the person playing. This is more like theater mode gameplay, but usually theater mode is kind of where you're going to see more of those issues, like in terms of some external camera looking at the player character doing something. Those issues are going to be more noticeable from that because the gameplay is not actually designed for those types of angles. So the fact that this is looking pretty tight and well done on these angles that you're probably not normally going to see, that it wasn't designed for, is kind of a good sign to me. This does look to me, again, like the most fun that a character will be. So I'm kind of wondering what's going on with the other characters. Not that they're bad by any means, but if they have been kind of working to tighten this up and kind of correct ship a little bit on some of the animation issues and things like that. And if we're going to see something similar out of the other characters at launch, like Red Hood, Robin, and obviously Nightwing, or not, since Nightwing was the most prevalent with those issues, especially with the acrobatic style. But Batgirl really does kind of introduce this same acrobatic type style that we saw from Nightwing, where it's very agile and quick, but it doesn't look like it has really any of those issues. I also am a fan of a lot of the cosmetics that they showed off for this character, and I do still plan to make some top 5s of different costumes that I want to see in this game. Now, I know that there's a whole gear system and stuff, but some of these gear pieces as sets that go together are designed to look like classic comic suits and such. So I do want to talk about that very soon, but I just kind of wanted to give an update on this. It kind of looks to me like, I hate to compare anything to Marvel's Avengers because it's just a letdown for a lot of people, but this to me looks like if it was fun to play as Black Widow in Marvel's Avengers and the gameplay actually didn't look like really budgeted. This is probably the first time that I've seen gameplay from Gotham Knights that has genuinely impressed me and actually made me really want to play the game outside of just loving Batman and hoping that WB, does right by these characters in this game. This is the first time I've been actively impressed and walked away from the trailer like, you know what? I don't really have much to complain about. It's not like I try to actively look for things to complain about, but I'm just I'm pretty happy with what we saw with Batgirl. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about this trailer? What do you think about the character? And honestly, what do you think about the whole game? Because I hear such back and forth things about this game. It has staunch defenders, even though it hasn't come out yet at all. But it also has really committed haters. People who are really committed to dogging on this game at every turn. And I never really want to be that person on either side of an extreme. I try and talk about things when I enjoy them, and I say when I don't, and this is something I enjoyed. By the way, the music in this trailer was killer. It was very cinematic and well done. It very much was kind of that Court of Owls vibe. So if they can kind of translate this over into the game, I think that I will end up liking it a lot more than it was kind of looking like I would with the last few trailers. I don't know. Interested to hear your thoughts down below. A lot of my videos have not been showing up on people's recommended, nor have they been hitting sub boxes, so if you haven't seen me upload for a while, I upload literally all the time on both channels, and you know, I can't really do anything about it other than saying subscribe and hit that notification bell, because that's the best chance to get updated on uploads. But if you're not seeing anything coming out, chances are I didn't die and just the site's not showing you. So stopping back, checking out once in a while, I appreciate you very much. Everything's in the description down below, as always, including our secondary channel, Degenerate Plays, where we play through all kinds of games together and have a fun time with you guys. And also, we do have our Etsy store, Enchanted Glamor, where my wife Jill makes wonderful, beautiful jewelry and gifts for people of all ages, and she's moving on into new things. There's going to be new stock up soon, which is going to be very fun. And, of course, we have a thriving Discord server where you can come, stop by, make a friend, hang out, have a conversation. We love seeing you there. Have a fantastic day, and as always, everyone, stay shui.